Good morning and welcome to Hometown Living. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Craig.
And we have a visitor. Did you see who arrived from the
did.
North Pole?
The little scallywag, that's what he is. That little mischievous elf on the shelf, except he's in a jar.
Yes, yes. We have an elf that came to be with us here on the Hometown Living.
I have to tell you the funniest story about the elf on the shelf.
Okay, tell me.
Right? Mm-hmm. So, rewind a couple of Hometown Living years ago. I make this proclamation about how good
Oh, I remember.
my friend Mindy is about. I mean, she was elaborate. This elf had a girlfriend who then became his wife, and then
there were baby elves.
And the things that she would do to create this like thing every day was exhausting, right? And so I say that on the TV. Well, the girls still believed in all that, so they had to like hide the.
I know we have to be mindful now because
Right.
I know that there are families watching right now. So that was a very specific instance in which the mother of that family was helping the elf.
She was helping that elf. Now the girls don't
Playing matchmaker?
believe that.
They're not hearing the silver bell. I also
So they-
watch Polar Express. When you don't believe in the magic, then you can't hear the Christmas bells. So I feel
So
bad
they
for that, 'cause
recently
I
got to
hear the
watch that
Christmas bells.
episode that I outed the elf and Mindy's help of the elf. Hysterical.
I know we have to be mindful about
Yes.
Christmas magic in general.
I know.
And I will say this, being a mom, I know that my Christmas magic time is limited. I am
Yes.
soaking it up right now. And if anyone, I'm looking at you in the eyeballs, ruins any sort of Christmas magic for my child or for me, I am not going to be
Right?
pleased.
I know.
No, because I want to enjoy all of this. So our elf at our house
Yes.
has been with us now for a couple days.
Okay. What's his name?
So we have a she, so she
she is.
Sparkle. Sparkle has
Sparkle.
been with us, but this is a newer tradition because I did not have the elf on the
I did
shelf.
not
You did
either.
not have the elf on the shelf.
We did not.
But if you read the book, so typically when you procure one of your elves, maybe from a distribution center at a large box store, there's a book that accompanies the elf if you don't get one directly from the North Pole. So Carol and her two daughters decided to share their childhood tradition with the world in 2005, and it became this elf with the kit, the elf on the shelf, a Christmas tradition. So it
Brilliant.
wasn't until 2007 when the magic really began. Jennifer Garner was seen with the elf on the shelf book, and people were thinking, I love that, where can I get one? So it really, I mean, it's since 2007 has
What a
been
cool,
a
like,
worldwide.
A really cool thing.
phenomenon.
But you know,
Yeah.
people do get super elaborate about it, and I mean, they just set themselves up to. It's a lot of stress.
You know,
It's like putting on a show every day.
it's very interesting though, because if you read the book, there are a couple rules. So
Oh,
you can
rules?
go, the website that we had up on the screen was from tasteofhome.com. So it talks a little bit about, if you haven't read the book, there are rules. You cannot touch the elf. So do not touch you cannot touch the elf.
What?
Do not touch the
How
elf.
do you? What?
The elf goes, so here's how the elf works. So the elf joins you during the day, goes back to the North Pole and reports on your doings during the day to Santa. Have you been good? Have you been not so good? And then we'll come back and find a new position in your home or in here, the set of Hometown Living.
So the elf is a narc.
A little bit. And
Oh, I would
that's
not-
not my favorite thing about the
I-
narrative of the elf. So I kind of veer away from that a little bit. I want it to be more fun and not the little eyes are watching to see what you're doing. So you
Yeah,
can.
this just took a turn, folks.
Well, I'll read the book to you. We'll do a little story hour.
story
You can see
time.
the rules, but that's one of them. Don't touch the elf. The elf is a scout elf to come and report back to Santa. The elf, the shenanigans I think have spiraled because the elf is trying to maybe tempt you to do something naughty. So the elf is doing the naughty things. And then, you know, parents who might give the elf ideas during the day, like maybe you should do something with the toilet paper, then this whole scene ensues.
I don't understand what's happening.
Our
right
elf
now.
is not subscribed to that. You know what our elf does?
Tell me.
Our elf brings my child a book every morning from the North Pole Library.
He's smart. What are
So
some of the-
she's great. So we
Oh,
have.
she.
Yeah, it's okay. There is. Well, also,
Why do elves have to have sex?
you,
Like they should just be sexless
you-
creatures, right? Like
This took a turn. But also, one of the rules in the book is you do pick the name for your elf.
Oh.
So that's something that's part of the family tradition.
I see.
So
Sparkle. So Lucy picks Sparkle.
Lucy picks Sparkle. So
Okay.
we can name this one a little later.
I did
Yeah.
Scallywag.
scallywag. I don't think I'm on board. This needs to be a consensus.
Oh,
and
I don't
so far,
know.
we only have the 50-50 happening,
Oh my
50%
gosh.
of the vote.
Who breaks our tie?
We don't know.
Scallywag does.
No,
He likes
no,
it. Look
hey,
at him. He likes
viewers,
it.
do not add into the scallywag. Do not say that Craig is right in this scenario. Please help me here. And of course, always, if there's something happening throughout the community, maybe you have something going on with your elf, send us an email over at hdl@wsbt.com.